Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds. It's Neenah, and this is a cheeky Mother's Day card. You should not send a card with this sentiment to anyone who would easily be offended. So, I'm making this card with the honeybee stamps Fox here. I am making two of this card, by the way. One for my mom and one for my boyfriend's mother. And aside from the fox, I'll be cutting out a very bold sentiment saying Foxy Mama. I designed it using canvas for my brother's scan and cut, and I also used the scan and cut to cut out the fox. I do this thing where I stamp out all the images on a stamp set, and I color them in gray so that the program in the scan and cut can easily recognize what is the stamp and what isn't. And then I go in on the computer and ensure that the lines are where they're supposed to be, smooth them out, make some harsher edges. Apparently it doesn't like corners very much, the program, so I fix that. And then I keep the scan file, I cut it out, then I stamp it, and now you see me coloring it. And I'm doing it this way since I really don't like the white outline that most people use on their fussy cut images. And with my back problems, I can't really fussy cut anymore. I was lucky enough to be gifted a scan and cut for Christmas by friends and family. So it's really improved my ability to actually make what I want, since this takes far less time when I've made the cutting file, that is. So if you don't have a scan and cut and you want to make a sentiment like the one I'm going to show you when I'm done coloring the fox, it is actually possible. You will need a alphabet set of some kind, letter, dies. You cut out the sentiment, and then you will need to hand trace the shadow part. So it is possible to do without. Now this here is the sentiment like I talked about. It's placed on top of a piece of pattern paper by Fawn from Gotta Have Gingham in a purplish color, and it's cut out with simple and basics pierced scalloped rectangle. Say that 3 times fast. The paper for the letters are from Crelando, which is a company I think owned by Lidl. They produce a few paper packs a year for selling in their stores. And the bottom piece, the very dark purple, I have no idea where that came from. I have quite a few with this pattern in different colors. I think maybe I got it at a charity shop, but I'm not certain. I'm just gonna pop up all the letters, then I'm gonna pop up the shadow piece, and it will all be popped up on the card base. The only thing that's gonna be glued down flat actually is the fox. But this is very simple to make. Yeah, anyone should be able to do it, but like I said, you could go about this without a cutting machine. It is very fiddly with all the small pieces for the letters, and depending on the font you have, you will need more or less patience than I had. I don't think this font was too bad. It was pretty wide letters, so I didn't have to cut narrow strips. Yeah, this is quite easy actually to make, and I need to make them fast because the postal service in my country is pretty slow. So if I wanted these to go out before Mother's Day, I had to get them done, and it was about time I did something simple that everyone could follow, I think. So I'm hoping you have enjoyed this. There's not much else to do. We need to black out the nose, of course, with some enamel accent. And this is the card, or the cards. I hope you can use this idea for your own crafting at some point. So I hope you'll be having a good day, evening or night. Until I see you again, happy crafting!